push back all our problems lately. Polaroid shots in the mountains, baby. We had time to make good night.
Hey guys, my name's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back, and if you like what you see today, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of new videos coming up pretty quickly. This is my roommate, Sarah.
Hey guys.
And you're gonna be seeing a lot of her because we're both really interested in getting out all of this information and helping you guys out. And she lives with me, so I kind of make her do it anyway.
She does.
But today's video, we just wanted to sit down and kind of have a little talk with you guys, kind of like a, I don't know, big sister talk,
Yeah.
I would say. Just an advice video on like some of the things we wish we had known before we started college. We both just graduated from Indiana University.
Yeah. So on that note, why don't we get started? First of all, we just wanted to give you some advice, and I think the first thing that is really important to remember is that everyone is in the same boat. So as an incoming freshman, you're all a little bit nervous, you don't know what's gonna happen, you're all looking for people to go out with, make new friends, go to dinner, find friends in classes, so just be friendly, you know? If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Like, I know I definitely got lost a bunch of times on campus.
Every day.
Every day. And I felt so embarrassed at first to ask people where I was going. But
Even like the people who were like sitting at the little tables that were set up for you to go ask questions,
Yeah.
like for some reason I felt too nervous to go ask them questions.
But at the end of the day, everybody's just trying to work together and nobody wants you to be uncomfortable. So the school is also trying to work best with you.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to go up to random people, go up to Boost, do whatever you can, and just make the best of it.
Yeah, and then kind of going along with that, I guess our second piece of advice would be to get involved as soon as you get there. Like we said before, we were both out-of-state students, so we really didn't know anyone. I knew one person going to IU, and it wasn't even a really close friend. So
Yeah, same.
yeah,
One
so
person.
you're kind of just starting out on your own. Getting involved helps so much.
Yeah, no, I mean, you meet people along the way. Obviously, you meet friends and they introduce you to one another. But another way getting involved, dorm activities. Don't be afraid to go out and do them because they're very helpful. You know, that way you get to meet all of the people on your floor, get to become very comfortable. I mean, you're living with them, so
You might as well be friendly.
yeah. Definitely those dorm activities are really important and fun, so why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, well, at least for me, I never got involved in Greek life, but that's something that you're going to see a lot, sororities, fraternities. It was something I thought was essential to a college experience, and the one thing that I learned is that it's not. You're going to meet people either way, and at the end of the day, Greek life is a really small portion of a school.
Yeah,
so,
I think even at IU, we had, what, 40,000
Yeah.
students? It only took up like a 20%.
yeah,
Something
maybe
like that.
even less.
Yeah.
Like, it might feel big, but it's really, really not. It's a great way to meet people, but don't think that's the only route to go. Like we said, clubs, activities, there's so much around you. So don't feel pressured into, you know, doing it.
Kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, I did decide to join Greek life. I didn't rush as a freshman, but I did rush as a sophomore, and I loved my experience. Overall, I did enjoy it, and I have made some of my best friends. I mean, I have 3-4 girls that I know are going to be in my life for the rest of time. So you end up with a good experience if you do Greek life. You are going to have just as good of an experience if you don't do Greek life.
And if you're not in it, you're gonna have friends that are also in Greek life. So like for me, it was kind of nice because I got the best of both worlds and I got to experience a lot of the Greek life activities without having to be involved, but still having like friends involved, and you get to go, you know, do what is it called?
Date parties?
Well, we did go to a date party. She was a great date.
Yeah, you were a great date too. So our fourth, sorry we keep looking down, we have some notes down there so we can kind of keep everything a little organized. But number 4 is to be open to meeting everyone. So I think this is important because I guess for me, especially once I got towards the end of the first semester of college, like into the second semester of college, I kind of got into the mindset that like, cool, I've got my friends, I don't need to meet anyone else, whatever.
I mean, my freshman year friends, I'm still like, there's some I'm very close with, some you don't talk to.
Yeah, it's always going to change.
Yeah.
But if you are automatically deciding that you're just not going to make any more friends, then like you're not going to make any more friends. Just a funny little story I thought. The reason I thought of this little tip was because when I met Sarah, actually, it was through someone who lived on my floor. And I was supposed to be getting lunch with just her. And she showed up at the food court with Sarah.
Sorry.
And I was low-key a little pissed. And I wasn't the most friendly, and like, thank God she gave me another chance. But like, I could have missed out on my best friend just because I had decided that I had enough friends and like didn't need to meet anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be here now if you didn't give me another chance. So thank you, Rachel. Another thing, make sure you balance. Obviously, academics are important.
Yeah.
You know, this is a time you're really learning about where you want to go with a career. If you're facing a lot of challenges, I mean, I changed my major 3 times. Like,
I think I did too.
You really don't know. But with that being said, you really need to also have a social life.
Like, in addition to that, something I learned because I lived in a sorority house with so many people. I think we had 115 girls living there at all times. So I really got a chance to see what some people's study habits were. And the thing that used to drive me absolutely insane, and please don't do this, were the girls that would go to class and then come home and watch Netflix for like 5-6 hours, just literally all day, just mess around, watch Netflix, hang out with friends, which is great. Like, you should make time for that. But then they would go and complain about the fact that they couldn't hang out at night or anything like that because they had all this homework and tests to study for, whatever. But had they just actually taken care of their time and done it during the day, they would have been able to do all of that. So
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out time management.
Yeah.
It's never going to be perfect. You're always going to want sometimes to be alone, be with people, or, you know, you're going to want to go out, but you have some homework. So, you know, figuring that out is going to take a little bit of time.
Definitely.
But it's something that's really important. Don't restrict yourself from, you know, going out with some friends to dinner just because you have a lot of homework. You'll get it done.
Yeah,
but
you just might be up a little bit later.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, going out and experiencing things with your friends is something that I think is where you grow a lot in college as well.
I agree. I completely agree. And kind of going along with that, our next point is that you should explore the area you're in. I know it can be difficult when you don't have a car or something like that.
I didn't have one for 4 years. Thank God she had one.
But explore the area. I pretty much didn't explore the surrounding areas of Bloomington until like my last semester of college.
Yeah.
And that's like dumb, to be totally honest. Like, I'm mad at myself because there were so many cool things we could have done. I think our last semester of college, we visited a Buddhist temple that was 10 minutes from campus.
Yeah. We found an abandoned water slide. Like, who would have thought?
All of these different hikes we just found right before we graduated, and think about how much better it would have been had we been able to explore those all 4 years. Also, another thing with explore, because I definitely regret not doing this, don't get used to going to like 4 restaurants in your college town, because I was terrible about that. That's all I ever wanted, and they were typically chains. Like, I was going to Noodles and Company and Chipotle when I should have been trying all of the local restaurants.
Yeah.
So that's another big thing for me. If you can afford it, explore the food options you have in your college town.
Yeah. Another thing, be friendly with your teachers and your classmates. I know sometimes it's scary to want to raise your hand, ask questions in class. I never did it throughout high school, but it becomes really important in college. Even if you're in a lecture of 100, 200 people, don't be afraid. I mean, make yourself known throughout the class, have your teachers recognize you, ask questions, meet up with students to study.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very important.
And I have to say, that is another thing I really regret about my college experience, is I was definitely not the best about going up and talking to my professors, and when it came time to start looking for recommendations and things like that, it made my life a whole lot more difficult because I hadn't already formed those relationships. I had to go back and like form those relations way after the fact.
Yeah. It's really nice too. I mean, You get a lot of help, and they're there to help you. So,
and if you show them that you're putting forth the effort, then like they're gonna put forth the effort to help you.
Yeah.
It really is a like synonymous relationship.
Exactly.
No, not synonymous.
it's a two-way street. Let's put it that way.
Well, no, symbiotic.
There we go.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Well,
All right.
now that we got our vocab lesson down,
I have a college degree, I swear. So number 8 was that both of us definitely suggest that you study abroad. And there's so many different options you can have for study abroad. Our 2 experiences were completely different.
Yeah.
I personally really suffer from FOMO. I really don't like missing out on things, and I couldn't bear like missing an entire semester of school. So I did a summer study abroad program in London, and unfortunately it was only 3 weeks long. Looking back, there was a 6-week option, and I probably should have done that. But studying abroad is the only time that you're going to have a chance to meet people at your school or from other schools that are interested in doing the same things that you are. These are people you would have never met otherwise, you know?
Yeah, I mean, one of my friends, I studied a whole entire semester in Italy, which was awesome. It's cool. I mean, it's a little bit scary. You're in a foreign country, you know, people don't really speak the language.
I was about to say, especially since you didn't speak the language. Like,
Yeah.
at least in London, I had English.
That's true. But you go out there and if I cannot tell you, this is the time that I grew as a person the most, because you just have to be on your toes. You're constantly doing something. You're traveling. You're in classes that are very culturally different. You know, teachers, like, especially for me, they're Italian teachers, so it's a little bit hard. But speaking about friends, one of my friends from abroad actually just moved back home to where I'm originally from, so I kind of left her now. But still, like, you never know the connections you're going to meet and where they'll follow, so.
Yeah, but I think also a really cool thing about your experience with studying abroad for an entire semester, I think you really got the opportunity to see who your real friends were.
Yeah.
You know, the people who kept in touch with you while you were in abroad, like.
Because, you know, then it's not like I'm coming back to school, I'm coming back home. So I'm gone not for just a semester, but then a summer until you come back and see your friends.
Yeah, so what, we probably went like 5-6 months without seeing each other.
Yeah, and now we see each other every day.
Yeah, and I missed you this weekend.
I left for one day. I guess to wrap that up, overall, have fun.
Yeah.
That's the #1 rule. You gotta have fun.
I know you're gonna hear it a million times and from every single person who wants to give you advice about college.
Yeah.
But it is going to fly by. Like, I can't believe we graduated 3 months ago. I mean, today, when we're filming this, was the first day back at school at Indiana University. And so many of my friends have been posting all over social media, like, ooh, I'm a senior, like, first day of classes. And it just baffles me that I'm not there.
I, like, actually just went down this weekend. So I was there the weekend before class started. And going back, I cannot tell you how weird it felt. Because I did not want to leave. It's like I thought that I had to be going to class again.
Yeah,
and
I can imagine. That would have been so strange.
It was so weird. It was really weird. But it goes by fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
And like, I think this was something, it was repeated a lot to me. And parents, if you're watching this, you're probably not gonna like love so much that I'm saying this. But in college, obviously, academics are important. You're there to get the good grades and to set yourself up for a good career after college. But grades aren't really everything, you know? I haven't had a single interview where they've been like, so what was your GPA? Did you make straight A's? Grades are not everything. What is everything are the memories that you're going to make in college. So if you're living in a dorm or a sorority house or an apartment with your friends and someone asks if you want to go get McDonald's at midnight, do it.
Yeah.
Because,
even if you're tired.
Yeah, do it. Because the car ride will be fun. Yeah. Like, you're going to make memories with these people. And like, I don't know. I think that was just something people always said to me, and I never really took to heart because I always thought I needed to be studying or doing something like that, and realistically, which is, but realistically, I needed to focus more on making memories with my friends.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, well, we just talked for a really long time. I hope that you guys got some sort of help out of this video, anyone that's starting college, or even if you're going into your sophomore, junior year, hopefully you found some of this information applicable to you as well. We're planning on doing a series of videos kind of like this.
Yeah.
I think our next video is going to be advice for your senior year. So anyone who's going into their senior year of college and you're kind of confused with how you're going to go about applying for jobs, interviews, the stresses you're feeling, we're going to talk about that. And then following that, we're planning on doing a advice series on graduating and starting your first career and moving away from home.
Because, well,
Here we are.
just happened and we're still trying to get on our toes here. But
Yep, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
So if you liked what you saw today, hit that subscribe button down below. I will also have all of my social media as well as my blog linked down below and her social media linked down below. So give Sarah a good old follow because you'll see her all the time on this channel. All right, guys.
All right.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.